we go. Yo, yo, yo.
Press 1 in the chat if you can hear him.
Press 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Press 2 in the chat if you can see my screen. Joby Bryant. What's up, Alan? What's up, Joby? Let us know if you guys can see our dual setup. Yeah, we're dual wielding today, dude. We are dual wielding our build today. I got the Lone Shark in the office with me. And we are about to get into this dual build Kirito setup. Alright, my guy. Start unboxing? Yeah. Speaking of the cosplay. The keyboard. Told you. You want all the space you can muster. Bear with us. This is a new setup. A very new setup. How's the music? It's not blowing out your ears? Sick. And you can actually hear me this time? I did my whole last stream with my my mic muted, like a G. Everyone was mad confused. Look at this boxing, dude. Shh. Rabbit knows what he's doing. Sheesh. Oh, baby. Oh, shit. That's in there tight. All right, go time. Go time. This is my first time ever doing a Machina build. Machina. But it looks like it's already like pretty much assembled. Look at that beauty. Man, this thing is thick. But that ass though. Sheesh. That is some machining. Definitely some quality in this finish. I was on the hunt for like a full raw, but I could not find one. I settled for the moon, which is the actual anodized silver. But I feel like it looks good. Looks like it was meant to be this way. Anything else? Did you have anything in your box? Or your case? No, huh? I'm guessing all that stuff's in this second box. Ooh. Thank you for being you. Man, the packaging. Loki nuts. Oh, not like this. Oh, I just caught that for typing addicts. That is definitely me. I don't know how many hours I've sunk on monkey type at this point, but it's not a healthy amount. Yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. Full kit. So that's the daughter board you're looking at. So that's gonna go in, and that's the part that connects the USB setup to the PCB itself. Looks like we got our plate. Our tadpoles. This little custom silicone insert. I will do my best. Okay. I'm sure we're gonna be fine, dude. We're gonna figure this out. You've seen me struggle through how many builds already? And we make it work.
They were all planned. So
All plans. Yep. I most definitely meant to leave the stabs off of my enter key. That was a planned move. And yours, that one's hot swap over there, right? Look at the back. Yep, that's a hot swap PCB.
I can do this. Solder.
Oops. Drop these. Okay. Some hardware. Uh-oh. Did I play myself? I did. I forgot to grab the other PCB. let me go do that. There's another plate and another set of things. Alright, BRB. All right, Delam, it's on you, man. You gotta keep them entertained. Anything else, man?
Yeah. Oh, I think so.
Rip. Good. I'm just making sure I didn't want to misplace it. If you wanna. WTF, man. WTF. Alright, here. This guy. This guy. Oh, come on. I'm over there digging through all the boxes like, what happened? Sick. Well, at least we're going to finish at the same time. That's what she said. We're going to figure it out. Okay. We got our things. Yes?
Yes, sir.
So, step one. Let's get our PCBs tested. For you, actually.
So you'll test them, right?
Yeah, we can test them both. We can test them at the same time. Let me grab my laptop for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna make you do it for it.
I'm scared.
It's hella easy, dude. Don't even trip. Don't even trip.
Wish me luck.
You got this, dude. I believe in you. I believe in you. I'm excited to try out these switches on you. Very excited. Keep culture touch it up again.
Before and after, guys. Top is after, if you're familiar. Bottom's before.
Man. Love me a pretty PCB. Very nice.
Yep, a collab CT.
Yes, sir. You gonna be on the next one, dude? It's a crossover series.
Three-way collab. Pause.
Ooh. What you guys up to tonight? How's dang it, what's the name of the game he's playing right now? Why can't I remember?
Days gone.
Days Gone. How's Days Gone going, dude? You're lucky Lowe's not here. Oh, she might be watching, actually. She definitely is. Shots fired. Yo, what up, Johnny? Okay.
This is supposed to be a Lakers.
Let me grab me some tweets just to test with. Let me know when you're all plugged in, bro.
All plugged in.
Again, that is what she said. Oh yeah. Is that a raw unit? No. It is the Moon and raw. So the bottom is stainless steel, and the top is it's called Moon, which is their silver anodized finish. Okay. So yeah, just go down the line. Try to connect the two until it makes some noises at you.
This one?
Yeah, that's one. That's when it lights up. It's good.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Now we're cooking. Oh, duh. Help if I actually connected my shit. Damn it. The tips of these are bent.
What? Oh, that.
Yeah. So I can bend it back. There we go. Bruh. It might be easier to go to the back, by the way, Dylan, to flip it around.
Yeah. That's pretty easy.
Okay. Why are you staring, Johnny? Uh-oh. I think you blew it up, dude. Is it still, like, firing? Oh, that's fine. Try it again. Here, flip the board around. It's a little easier. My fault. Or you can just go like that. Here you go. Just be careful with that wire. And then you're over here somewhere. Just connect this like this right here. Waiting for updates. Yeah, waiting for updates on that bunny girl. I really hope I don't see a TikTok about how to buy your bunny girl direct from China. Dude, my For You has just been nonstop non-stop.
We're good to go.
Yep, nice. I'm almost there. So if you want, we can start working on the stab situation.
We'll need guidance. I'll watch first.
Yeah. I'll scoot over a little bit so you can see. Super easy. We're gonna go with the easy mode, Knight V3s again, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Very nice, very nice. Yeah. You can leave that in there for now. Just put this up. Yeah. All right. Let's crank open these stabs. My favorite part. Psych, I lied. I should have checked. Is this 6U? 7U only. Cool. Oh, my fault. Is this still up? All right. So you're gonna grab out two of these, the big wire. Yep, and then two of these. These ones. The big ones. And then two of the little ones. Those are the steps. And then you're gonna get three of the little ones. Same way. So each wire is gonna have. Yep. So on your like that. And then you're gonna need three of these and the same thing. Two of these. Okay. Two. This is your first time lubing stabs, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Time for all. And then we put in switches and keycaps.
Oh, this is your full first build. I didn't know that. Damn, son. Well, you're learning from the worst. But we're gonna figure it out.
Done mods to make it sound better, but it's the extent of my expertise.
It's all good, man. We're gonna figure it out like we always do. And hopefully I've learned my lessons. Doubtful, but we will see. Okay. Let me know when you're ready to go and I'll show you my lube technique. So we got some good old Krytox 205G0. Can you see? Okay. So I usually start by lubing all of these guys first. So I get a little bit, just lightly lube the inside of the walls, right? So there's 3 walls you look at. You just kind of put a little bit and then try to get a light coat going. These don't really need a lot. Is that like a countdown or is that the beat? And then when you have that, right, you take one of these dudes, and then you gotta line up. So you see how there's like a little groove in the corner here? It's kind of hard to see. Look straight on, you can see a little groove. Yeah. So if you go on the bottom, and then the groove lines up in here. See how there's a little corner piece right there? Same deal. Yeah. A little square. And then this will slide in straight down. There you go. So then you can always see like it should fit pretty perfectly. Yeah. And good way to remember is these little feet should be facing forward. Like where this step loops in, yeah. And then I've learned that lesson the hard way. So you can force it in the wrong way and then it doesn't work. So you gotta make sure they're in there. And I'll help you check them in a sec.
That's right. If I were to put that.
Exactly. Yeah, you can see how it perfectly lines up in the little groove. Exactly. Here, so you can take this one and I'll grab another one. Let's just start there. Getting all those done. So I'll do those first. I should still have plenty in here. What is MR rank? Master rank? Is that Rivals? No.
Marvel Rivals, right?
Marvel Rivals rank? Ranked? Oh, ranked. Yo, let's do it. I haven't played in hella long. What am I doing?
New patch just dropped too on Friday.
I think I downloaded it to try to play and it took forever because it was like 20 gigs or something. And then I just forgot. Started watching anime. Have you started Konosuba yet? Dylon?
No. I started rewatching Kaiju number 8 again.
Ooh, is the new season coming out?
Not that I know of.
That is such a good show, dude. That intro is probably like my favorite anime intro.
Yeah, probably has some of the best opening and ending songs.
Yeah.
Pretty fire.
It's like Youngblood or something like that?
Youngblood and One Republic, I think, is the ending song.
Oh, that's right.
Gives you that Top Gun Maverick vibe.
Damn, I need to watch that show too.
You didn't watch Top Gun?
No, the show Kaiju.
Oh,
Remember it?
Yeah.
I hell like that show. I actually don't know anybody that hasn't liked it. HHKB, late to the party as always. Oh, he's messaging us. Yo, welcome in, my guy.
To the tag team.
got the Lone Shark in the building. Doing his first ever build. His first time on cam. He's a little nervous.
I'm lubing these things.
This is called a crossover build, bro. 2 Machina Cloudnines at the same damn time.
Wait, what?
Unseasoned hot dog. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Is it these things right here?
He's talking about the weights. Someone educate my man on what those hot dogs do, please. I don't got time for this. We were just discussing rivals, dude.
Yep. I'm a Frost.
We need to run it back.
They're cooking right now.
Who invited this guy, dude?
So now you're leveling by yourself?
Only leveling by yourself?
Is that what you're trying to say?
You get celestial in one day or what? Or what is it? One above all? Oh, what?
Okay. Mr. Smurfy guy.
Dang. Makes me want to play. Play and get super toxic.
Why are you already gold? You were just silver.
Nerd.
It's got a super shooter.
Damn, dude. Dedicated.
All you gotta do is just ask them if they're bots, and they'll tell you if they're
What?
So I assume you use it to talk smack about them. No way, no, I didn't. Don't expose me.
I didn't even know it was a thing. I guess I should have guessed that. Have that for like Path to Exile. You guys cheat, man. How's it looking over there?
Yeah, no, not too far.
For sure.
I don't know what you're talking about. Trackers, Lies. I did. I'm just kidding.
He's all confused. He's like, I'm pretty sure.
I definitely did.
fair, guys. Why are you guys stalking people? What does that even... How does that help you?
It just tells you like more advanced stats, like how well you do with certain characters.
Does it track how toxic you are?
Yeah.
I think I'd be at like a 12 out of 10.
Just gives you a little bit more stats and more specifics on who you play and how you play and stuff like that. Win rates on, tanks and all that kind of stuff. Alright.
Gucci? Okay, cool. Damn, yours is all hell pretty and organized. Mine looks like shit. Okay, so next step, we're gonna lube one wire at a time. One side, yeah, so you just go up to here. You don't have to go super thick, but I try to have like a nice even coat all the way around it. You should see that right there. Yeah, for sure. You start with one side at a time, and then you pop it in. That's usually what I do. Just keeps the loop contained. Uh-huh. Sure you do, bro. I tried overlooping them on the last build, and they sound like the same. So I don't think you really have to go that hard on this.
Really?
Yeah, they don't. They really don't need much.
They call it the cold part, right?
Yeah, on that side. Well, I'll show you how to pop them in. And these are super easy.
Like this, right?
No. No, please show the camera. Please show the camera. That is definitely not how they go. But good attempt, sir. Good attempt.
I think this is accurate.
They go on the front. So here, you're gonna hold it. Oh my, indeed, bro. Oh my, indeed. Okay, so you're gonna go into the front. So try to keep this low. So you see it's like that. You go into the front. It just pops in this little groove. And I'll show you. There you go. See. Scoot it back a little bit. There you go. And then straight down. You don't have to put a ton of pressure, just a little bit. So it pops in that little groove. Just twist the top one down here. Right, so keep this guy straight. See how that's in there? You pop it straight down. There you go. Just like that. Yeah. It's easier more.
I think my way was better, but we'll try it like this time.
Oh man, we're YOLOing it for real over here, guys. All right, now just do the other side. Same deal.
Like I said, before on the bottom, after on top. Yep, he's watching the game.
Now on the other side, you gotta make sure that these are facing the same way, so that the gold ends are always facing the same way. You try to like reverse it, but yeah, cool. Same deal. I usually just go straight in, yeah, just like that. Hell easy, huh? Way easier than most stabs.
I think I have it upside down, but okay.
Do you? Let's see. Yep, you showed you. It's okay. I've done that too. Plenty of times. The good thing with these is hell easy to pop them back out, and you don't really have to worry about bending the wire or anything. And then I just try to make sure that they go up and Yeah,
twist.
yeah, that's it, basically. Just making sure like it actuates properly. Little mistakes like that will make it a total pain in the ass later, so it's always good to double check ahead of time.
Does it have? Okay, no. That's good. All right.
So yeah, on to the next.
Yeah.
Got it?
On to the next one. All right. Do these come with extras in case you mess up?
Yes, and also I think there's configurations where you can use all of them. I haven't done that, but I've seen the extra stabs on boards. I don't know. I honestly don't know what that's for though. Are you in a? What are the extra stabs for, dude? Or Johnny?
For like a full keyboard, is this what you think of as 60?
The extra set that's usually in here. You know, there's like one more that there's always included. Oh, yeah, numpad. There you go. See? That's why they pay you guys the big bucks, dude. Full right shift, yeah. I learned that lesson the hard way on the Kaze. R.I.P. my soul. It's cool. I don't use that shift anyway. Does anyone use the right shift?
That's a good question.
Have you ever used your right shift?
No.
Bro, look what I just did. How am I gonna shit on you for doing this? Then I did the exact same thing.
You still didn't do the godly move of putting it in the gold spot.
No, bro, you're left-brained. Definitely not left-handed.
I do because I'm left-handed. Oh. What?
That's why I said he's left.
Oh. Is it kind of weird to say if you use the right shift, you're psycho?
We don't judge people here at all.
That's true.
This is an open environment for all types of keyboard enthusiasts, including people that use their left hand for shift, like Mr. Akabi.
We need a poll who uses right shift.
Yeah, I guess if you are lefty, maybe. But I've seen like lefty keyboards, full lefty layout keyboards, where it's like reverse, sort of.
Is it?
I mean, I saw a picture of one. I don't know if that's sufficient proof that it's a real thing. Mac specific. Usually the PCBs support both. You just have to reconfigure your key. So that's like the cost split that you have right there.
Yeah.
I've configured that almost in the same format we're going to use, which is Happy Hacker. So like I switch the left Alt and Windows key because on Mac that's super or
That's the command.
yeah, it's the command key, and you need that for like your control, V control, whatever. So yeah, you can actually do both. What I got to figure out is like a good macro to switch them on the fly without having to go all the way back into Via or into whatever tool.
See one piece started.
Did it?
Yeah.
Is that show ever going to end, dude?
Never. I don't think so.
How many
I think it's
episodes?
at the end. Well,
Bro, I've been hearing that for like a decade.
1179.
God.
It took like a 6-month break, I believe.
I've never wanted to watch a show more. Yeah, like I want to watch it so bad. The commitment. It's the ADD. Like my brain is just like, no, it's too much. I can't even try.
The bad part is that only 9% is filler, so you kind of have.
Yeah, you have to watch everything. I know. I looked at the abridged, not or whatever it's called, like the shortened list, and it's like basically everything. And then like all the comments are like, you can skip this, but you're gonna miss. Like, I'm like, damn, dude.
Well, Netflix is coming out with a shorter version. Still like 300 episodes.
Oh, what? Oh, that's not bad. 300?
Yeah, they're condensing a lot of it.
It's like Kai.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do, but I think it's new animation as well.
Oh, what?
They actually, for that 6-month break that they had just recently, they did new animation for the one of the arcs, an older arc.
Like they redid it?
Yeah.
Huh.
So if you go on Crunchyroll right now, you can see they did a whole like I forget how many episodes, 30 something episodes for one whole arc of new animation.
Damn. I need to, yeah, I need to finish the original. That way I can compare it, I guess.
Yeah.
I think I'm on like episode 200 or something.
Well, right when it gets good.
Yeah, literally like they got into the Grand Blue or whatever.
Yeah. Yep. So,
I think I was right after the whale, if I remember right.
Yep. I forgot his name, but I know what you're talking about.
Or the two giants. Is that after or before?
That is before the whales, like right when they cross.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. And
Yeah,
that's,
right when it gets good.
yeah,
So you didn't even get to see like the hype stuff yet.
that's true. In my defense, I was playing Last of Us, part 2 when it came out.
That's more hype.
Yeah, and that took all my attention. That was during COVID too.
Yep. 2020. That's right. And now we got the show.
Like that was the perfect time to watch it, dude. I had nothing but time. didn't commit. But that's sick. They're gonna have a condensed version. But do you feel like they can even condense it well, or are you gonna lose hella detail?
I think you can condense the fights.
Okay. Oh yeah.
It's just, you know.
No more power up scenes or what?
Dragon Ball Z, yeah, Dragon Ball Z power ups for like a couple episodes.
How did he get so strong? Because you gave him 6 episodes to charge up, dude. Like in front of your face.
Alright, I think we're good here. Let's test these to make sure that they are coming out.
Have you ever watched Clannad?
I
I think that's on my next watch list. I've had a lot of recommendations.
still want to watch The Promised Neverland, but her season 2 is just so good.
Oh, really? Dude, you loved that first season.
I did.
That was a very good show, but very depressing when I was watching it. It's like a love story. Yeah. Dude, I need to finish that. Do you think it's better than Rascal Dreams of, or similar?
What is this? Romance?
Yeah. Well, I think that's one element of it.
Slice
Toradora?
Slice of life.
Glenada's better. Damn, okay. Then I for sure gotta watch it because I hell like Rascal. You gotta watch that one, Delon. It's like Rascal Dreams of Bunny Girls Senpai or some shit. I don't know what
Yeah, that's probably why they
No, yeah. Then it's definitely one of those ones where you're like, huh? But the story is ridiculously good.
Yeah, the title sounds kind of sus.
Yeah. Yo, it's better than do I pick up, or is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon or whatever?
Yep.
Okay, we're good there. Yes. Here, put these away. On here. Oh, we're gonna do Lube 6. Sick. All right. So then I usually put these guys away for right now, and then we can start disassembling. Actually, you know what? Let's just start doing the PCB. Might as well. Unless you want to run through it. Sometimes I try to run through this just to make sure I know what I'm doing and I'm not missing any tools. Like I'll try to disassemble it.
Yeah.
But this dude, I don't even think. Do you have to pop the feet for this? I haven't looked this up. Oh yeah, you pop out the feet. Okay. So you pop out the little feet, you take out the screws here and it'll disassemble the top and the bottom. And then no, I was just checking to see how it disassembles. That's pretty cool. It's got a cool little design. You got these little feet that pop in to cover up the screw holes. Did I almost get the title right? I can't remember it. I'm terrible with recall when it comes to things like that. Okay, yeah, I guess we can just start assembling this for right now. And then we'll go from there. So let's grab our piece of it. We're gonna get our plate. And I think I just got aluminum plates. I got an extra in there. There might be PC. Is it flexi? I feel flexi. No, that's it's fine. Aluminum's where it's at anyway. I usually use this as a guide so I can remember, like, so there's two things to be careful with, right?
Yeah.
The way I've screwed myself. The PCB is going to show you holes everywhere, right? But these are covered by the actual top case.
These two.
Yeah. Or one on this side and then two on this side. You see that over there?
Yeah.
So we got to remember not to put switches in here. It's not a big deal because it's like, you can just plug them in, but if you solder them in,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pain in the ass. So I usually use this as a guide for like, okay, where do my stabs need to be?
Got it.
And then,
Makes sense.
and then you put those guys in. So I usually start with spacebar. Oh, and this is, you can kind of tell by looking at it. It's a 1.6 millimeter PCB, so it's a thicker one. You don't need the little, so like, yeah, you don't need these guys. These are like basically if you need, if your PCB is stuck in it, it helps keep the stabilizer in place.
Washer.
Yeah. And there are going to be washers that we put on the back where we screw it in. So that's what I was showing last time. See, you put it in here and then you screw and it's to prevent the contact. So
Is this am I? I don't know. Maybe.
he's no, not yours. Yours is in the garage, covered in keyboard stuff. You might not ever get it because it's buried. Delam got to see it earlier.
Yeah. It's full of stuff.
It's pretty sad. Okay.
Who's winning that game right now?
Yeah, we need a score, dude. We need this.
Update score.
So you guys see it goes like this. And then you kind of pop this in, just to make sure things are aligned right. Yeah, so the screw part goes in the smaller hole. The other way, real quick. Pull out the screw. The back of it is a tab, so you gotta go put that in first. Yep, perfect. And then that should pop in. Nice and flush. Yep, just put it on top just to make sure things align. This is me being paranoid. The many times I've screwed this up. Cool. And you just flip it around. You have the screwdriver right there. We're gonna have to find the right bit for it. That might actually be it. Oh wait, no. Here. It's a- It's just a Phillips head for these, and then the other one's just.
I need that red one.
That's gonna go on the bottom,
Yeah, right before it, right?
underneath it.
Underneath this.
No, no, no. On the flip side, you're gonna flip it over.
Oh.
Yeah, the whole thing flips over. Try to keep it in. That's what she said. I gotta stop at that joke too. Jesus. Too much office.
Yeah, it goes on this side. And then
Yeah. So you put that red one in, and then you put the screw through, and they'll
This
screw.
side?
Yep.
Okay.
And that way the screw head doesn't touch the PCB. You can just use one of these. So that's actually using this. On this side. What's up?
You're showing them in right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna start screwing them in now. I just dump them into the, this is what I use, this is my little trick right here. I use this as a tray. Yeah. Pro strats. They can be annoying to grab, so you might want to use the tweezers. Unless they're bent like mine. Here, I can show you real quick if you want to just. Unless you got it. So for me, I always have to use my finger to guide it because the magnets are strong. So I'll do this and just try to guide it in slow.
Yep.
Nice in. You kind of want to make sure with your thumb underneath, you're kind of pushing it up a little bit so that it goes flush. Because sometimes it won't go flush while you're screwing. On to the next. Okay, so then this is where I used to get super confused because if you just look at it, you're like, well, this one's pretty straightforward. You got 1, 2, 3. Yep. Gold small. Mm-hmm. PCB is extremely easy to build so far. Like, things just fit super flush. Let's go Sydney, wherever they manufacture these. Or designed. They were designed in Sydney. Sorry.
Really good brand?
Machina?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This guy makes some pretty cool stuff. He's got a really cool new gaming board coming out that has 2 variants. I'll show you in a sec. Super affordable, made of like lightweight materials, and it's a Hall effect board. So it uses Hall effect switches instead of traditional mechanical switches. Those are the ones like wooting and stuff like that. You seen those? Professional gamers use them. But basically, instead of it being a metal pin that goes into a slot, like the pins come in and they have to touch these points.
Yeah.
With that, it's electromagnetic, right? So you can tune where the actuation point is with software. So you
Is
can
it like a
light.
laser thing, kind of? Or those are different types. I've seen like a light switch or something.
The EC switches, maybe is what you're thinking of? I don't know. I don't know about a laser one or a light related one, but that's the idea. It's to make it so that like you can use software to tune it and then set it to exactly what you want it to actuate at.
Yeah.
To be activated at or whatever.
Does it have like springs in it too?
The switch, yeah. Well, actually, you know what? That's a good question. I saw one that did, but I don't know if that was the EC switch that I was looking at. So I know EC switches have they look like a regular switch. They're just like circular. The stem part of it.
Let's see.
I've tried a couple different ones. These are for sure the easiest ones I've used. TXAPs are like the ones that are most commonly like touted as like really good, which they are, but they require like a little bit more work than this. From what I've seen, I mean, there's kind of like diminishing returns when it comes to stabilizers. Like you don't really need to spend a ton to get like good quality ones, Yeah. And they'll always tout like, oh, there's some new technology behind it, but it's like, dude, this is not rocket science. For whatever reason, these are just, they don't require you to or balancing or anything like that.
It seemed a lot easier than I would have expected. You haven't looped like a whole set of switches, have you?
No, not yet. That's definitely something I'm going to do on stream. I just got a whole batch of stuff in to start messing around with. Got some vents that we can work on modding. Got some standard Cherry MX2As, like blacks and clears, Nixies, that we can, like, I want to work on spring swapping, filming, looping, breaking in, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of messing around with. I think going forward, that's probably what I'll be doing on Tuesdays. So I'm not like speed running all the builds. And that way I can learn a little bit more as I go.
Do they all come pre-looped or no?
No, not all. Some do. It's becoming more common, for sure, from what I've seen. But it really kind of depends. Even with the Switch themselves, from the same manufacturer, like people will take them apart and notice that like the lube jobs are not always good.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're over lubed, sometimes they're under lubed.
They use different
Lubricant?
lube.
Yeah, it depends on who you get it from. Different people use different ones. This, you can use this. A lot of people do still use 205G0, but there's other lubricants that are maybe thinner. It just depends on what you want. Some people use different lubes on different parts of the Switch even. Some people don't loop at all. They just raw dog it, and they still love it. Doesn't want to see. Have you been watching Invincible?
I'm still in season 3.
I think that's the newest season.
Is it?
I want to say it is.
They released it in 2 parts though.
I have no idea.
I think they released it in 2 parts. So I watched, I think the first half of it,
Oh, okay.
and then they released the last part, which I heard was super crazy.
Yeah. I literally just started. I think I'm on like episode 2 of season 3.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. No spoilers, but yeah, it was pretty nutty. And then
Everybody dies at the end.
Like a,
Oh wait, what?
a Negan, Glenn throwback.
What?
One of the guy that plays Negan.
Yeah, yeah.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan, he's like a character in the show, and Glenn is like the main guy,
Mhm.
principal. So I think he's like the bad guy. So it's like a reverse show.
Oh.
We'll see if he gets his revenge. I'm not sure. That show, it's hard to tell.
Man, I used to love that show, Walking Dead,
Yeah.
until it went off the rails.
I feel like most people got to the same part, like right after he did.
Yeah.
Like after that, everyone, a couple episodes, started to fall off. Some of the same old stuff.
Yeah. I never understood how the zombies worked in that. Like sometimes they were freaking ninjas, sometimes they were hella slow and loud. They were like definitely straight up plot devices.
Yeah.
Oops.
And it's annoying when people just walk by like there's none in the world and they're just like, oh my god.
Yeah. So much potential for greatness.
But 28 days later looks kind of cool.
Yeah. Just too much shit to watch, man. How do you even like make up your mind nowadays? So much
Yeah.
media to consume.
The streaming world just it's too much at your fingertips. There you go. It's not in the gold part, guys.
Nailed it. 10 out of 10. I'm almost there myself. You can put the plate on just to make sure it all looks right. Cool.
Success.
Very nice, very nice. Flying right along. Okay. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and switch it up. Switch it up. Okay, you start moving the switches in. I have little rollers. So if you see me do it, it helps just keep the plate elevated and so it doesn't push down.
Like this.
Yeah, other way. Yeah, like right at the edge. Yeah. Basically, it just helps keep it clean with obviously. Alright. For the Loans build, we're going to go with some Gateron fades. Provided to us courtesy of Keep Cultured. I almost messed up his name, my bad, dude.
Kind of done for me to press it, but there's no mic here.
Oh, I can hear it. It's nice and loud from over there. So these are actually designed by Bull. Good old Bull. Nylon top housing, nylon bottom housing, polished palm for the stem. So It's a linear switch. Total travel of 4 millimeters. With an 18 millimeter single stage spring. Some light lube. And bottom mouth force is 62 grams. So like, from what I've been told, these are perfect as is. These don't need any modding, which is awesome. Love it. Love it when that's the case. And for me, we're gonna be going with some GAT minis. Sorry, I'm laughing at our boy being a fool. So these are basically a reboot of Gateron Giant switches. These were offered by Loop Switches before they went out of business. So I will look up the Gateron Giants to see what I can find. Yeah, nothing here. So all I remember is that they're like 62 gauge. And away we go.
What's the score on that game?
So one of the other things you can do, what people normally do at this point, but I just don't do because I'm used to the stabs, is you, instead of putting them all in, you just test your stabs. So you put your switches in here, you put some keycaps on it,
Yeah.
and then you,
Put a key on it.
yep, exactly, and you just mess with it to see if it needs anything.
Yeah.
But I just skip that because we don't need it.
What's the score, guys? Everything is hanging.
I know, Dylan wants to know the score, dude. I got you, dude.
That still doesn't tell me the score.
I don't think we're ever gonna get an answer, bro.
Yeah.
Here we are trying to educate you guys on how to build keyboards.
Do you know if they how long they've had the
How long?
Like when was it kind of not mainstream?
Well,
but when it's kind of
I believe in the 80s.
80s.
Yeah, because you can find vintage switches from as early as like 1980 something, 384. I think that was probably the first batch that I've seen. Or maybe earlier than that.
What were they used for initially?
For hunting and gathering. They used to throw them
I can
at
see-
saber-toothed tigers.
I can see using the heavy board to hit something. That makes sense. And then the sound to lure them.
It was the initial form of battle weaponry of the hunter class.
And then they evolved into like blue switches being popular amongst the gaming community
Yep.
in the early 2010s or something.
Cherry MX Blues,
Yeah.
still goated, even though people hate them. I like me some clack.
Yeah, that was my first.
First true love.
Yep. First foray into these mechanical keyboards.
What keyboard did you have?
It was a really bad one, a Roseville. I don't know if you guys even know what that is. That's a
I know the city.
Newegg brand.
Oh, damn.
You know,
Yeah.
they're homemade brand.
Oh, real quick on this one. So it depends on which keycap you want to use. If you go all the way to the left, you have the stepped caps lock. If you want the regular kind of one that matches all of them, you put it upside down right here. You know what I'm talking about? It's up to you though. Only confirmed serial killers use the step caps lock, so.
Yeah, that's true.
I forgot to mention these specific ones have been spring swapped already.
The switches.
These ones right here. Yours are stock because they don't need it.
What would you compare these to for like the regular like Gaterons? The main ones.
The fades?
Yeah.
I haven't used a ton of the standard, like outside of the regular colored ones.
Yeah.
I think I've tried the
Black, yellow, red.
black, yellow, red, the banana, the yellows or whatever. I've used the inks, the ink blacks. I think these are like in that same vein.
I see.
I think what's interesting is these are like right up my alley if they are in that sort of sound profile and feel, because they're not as like with the Gat ink blacks. They have like a really large bottom mount force, so like, they feel heavy.
They
press
feel
down.
heavy.
Yeah, so I think this is sort of like the compromise.
Do you like to game a little bit? Or something?
To be honest, not really. Like I prefer cherries, to be honest. Like that's kind of where I've been leaning towards, especially because when you can mod them or get them like diamond polished or whatever, you can like kind of tune them to exactly what you want, how you want them to feel, how heavy you want them to be. I prefer lighter switches,
Yeah.
so that's usually my go-to. I think that's why a lot of people like tactile switches for their gamers setup.
Yeah.
You get a little bit more feedback. Did you get a chance to try out the ink blacks?
I did. I've been using them for maybe like, well, since I got them.
Oh yeah, I literally
They
such a
are,
troll, dude.
they are heavier for sure. This was like a week, huh? About a week. Yeah.
What do I need to do? Over here doing it myself. Sitting here doing it myself. F minus. Okay. I believe this is the only one that gets covered, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Yeah. Okay.
Does it matter what way you put it for the space bar?
You want it in the middle.
In the middle?
Yeah, so upside down.
Upside down?
On the right. Will be in the middle.
What about the right
You're gonna skip the.
Is it the right shift?
You mean right alt?
Right alt?
So it'll be. Let's see. I believe it's upside down for that one too. Let me try and find out. Yeah, it looks right.
Upside down?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, otherwise it's gonna be too close. Joby lives.
Jordan, maybe you can tell us the score.
Yeah. Desperate for a score over here, guys. Alright. Then we can set that guy aside. I usually just not as important with a hot swap, but I usually try to make sure everything's like pushed in order and even. Once we're good, you can check and make sure all the pins are in. The whole like these slotted in. If you're looking like super close, that'll let you know if you have any bent pins. Like this one right here, or tail bent. See how it's missing one? So that means like when I pushed it in, it didn't slide in properly. Same down here. These two.
Looks good to
Look at that.
me.
Look at that. Bent pin.
Oh my
That's what happens. And you wouldn't even know until you try to go back and test it and it doesn't work.
Oh, maybe this one. I see. Yeah. Switch for
Yes. Jesus. Yeah. Sometimes it just isn't seated straight too. That would be it.
Have you ever had to cut a plastic part off of these switches?
Me? No. Because most of the PCBs I've used have been 5-pin.
The keyboard that I currently have, for some reason, the escape key
Yeah.
and the F1 key.
You need it for those?
Yeah.
I see.
Like every single one is the 5-pin, but those ones have one plastic part that I need to cut off and there's a hole to fit it in.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know why that is.
I haven't seen. I know that like if you have plateless builds, if you don't want to use a plate, then usually it's helpful to have the 5-pin because it keeps it more stable. But that's usually for stock, like when you're soldering board, because otherwise they just don't pop out the easy. Okay, if you're good, yeah, you can start taking out the part, the case itself, the installation. Joby, what's the score, dude?
Are you taking it from the bottom?
Huh?
From the bottom?
Yeah. I'm just double checking. I got all of them. I think I did. Okay, cool. flip it off. You're gonna take off the feet, and then we are off to the races. Oh wow. Dubs won.
That's one. That was 126. Or 116. So you're telling me the Kings are gonna play the Grizz?
R.I.P. That one fit? Oh, and we might need the extension, so you might have to use this one because there's some recessed, deeply recessed screws in here. Which I have these for.
Speaking of basketball, have you guys watched Kuroko's basketball? You haven't watched that?
Mm-mm.
Anime? They have like superpowers.
Oh, really?
No, they don't have superpowers, but
Is that the one you?
like, they kind of do.
Is that the same one you've been watching for a while?
Yeah,
That you
it's
talked
over
about?
now, but like one of the dudes, his power. I don't know if you say it's his power, but he can like watch you one time. Basically, has
Sharingan. Yeah. It's funny. Yeah, I think you told me about it. I haven't seen it.
Then there's like a center. He's like literally can guard like from the paint to the 3-point line. Like that's his whole zone.
Damn. That's crazy.
And then the other dude is basically Steph Curry, but even better. He'll shoot like from full court. If he's just wide open, he can just make any shot.
Dang.
Literally. That's pretty funny, I would say. What's the standard?
That is a good question. Oh, there's a tool in here actually, so maybe we're supposed to be using these tools for that.
Right here.
This looks right. Yep. Here. You might have to hand that in because it comes with these. There should be, yeah, one set each. Low, somewhere celebrating right now. Steven is somewhere cursing Steph Curry's name.
There's two of them here. You want one?
I have one. Oh, we'll separate set. Okay, that works. Why is this not working?
You have an extra feet too.
Yeah. Just in case. That's a nice touch. Nice. And it's magnetic? Oh no, it's just in there. Okay. Just in there, good. Man, I can't get over this bottom. This shit's crazy. And I believe this guy has some force brake pads included too. To kind of get rid of some of the resonance. So much metal. Sounds like a personal problem. Yeah.
Alright, I got it. This is kind of cool.
Sweet.
Fancy. In Sydney. Do we have tariffs on Sydney?
Yes, sadly, we do. But I think the exemptions are still in place, hopefully.
Oh, for electronics, that's right.
Yeah. It's good. Sorry, say it again. No, you're gonna want to use the tadpoles, I believe, to get it mounted in two parts. So yeah, the little orange things. Oh, 1 sec. We are gonna look at this together and figure it out.
It seems kind of loose. Probably need something.
Yeah. So you'll have the little accessories.
That baggage cable?
Yeah. So like this, right? Somewhere over there.
Do not touch anything. Not that I know of.
Okay, give me 1 sec. Let me see if I can find yours. There's something in here.
Was it in the case?
No, yeah, it was with all the PCB and all that stuff. Well, is it underneath anything over there? What's in that one?
Yes.
No, no.
Really?
Another one.
This was all this stuff. I don't think I can.
It's got to be somewhere. Here you go. So that. Okay, let's do this. Let's look this up to make sure we don't mess this up. He usually does really solid builds. Yeah, he kind of shows you how to do it. Marker channel with the video shots for days. And we're about here. No, we did that. We don't have to do that. Okay, so he's good. Yeah, that's probably next. You already mount the tadpoles? No. Part. Okay. So this is the next step, is getting the daughter board installed. Very nice little cover for it. Okay, and then I'll pause it here. Looks pretty straightforward.
So yeah, there's a plastic case with these.
Yes, sir.
Did you record that chat?
I think he auto left or something. Dude, I can't get over how pretty this board is.
Yeah, it's really nice. How's it compared to the other ones you made?
It's different. Definitely different. This is more like an industrial kind of like design that they went for.
So these unseasoned hot dogs are weights?
yeah. So those are internal weights, usually used to add weight to the board, heft to it.
Yeah.
They also help with the acoustics of the board. As the key hits down, right? The sound wave kind of gets modified. I don't know the science of it. I've been trying to learn it, and there's so much that goes into it. But people, basically, a lot of it is experimentation, plus how it's mounted, plus how what plate is used, for example. All those are like modifiers for tweaking how it sounds. And you want to take the screws that are on the bottom out too. Yeah, because those are going to be the ones that hold. Just actually screw it in. The top is just the cover for it. And with these, I'm gonna show you something real quick. Try to like, when you are reinstalling them, try to just lightly screw them in, like cross them. I'll show you this. So we can actually remove the daughter board from the PCB first, and you can lose your ourselves. We got it out? Oh, you already removed yours? Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah. So then you can. You're gonna slide it in like that way. Just yeah, facing up. Yeah. And then run the cable through the little channel. And then you just start screwing it all together. So this is what I usually do to make sure that it screws in straight and that the daughter board stays in straight. I'll just like slowly, oops. Get one in and just like lightly do it a little bit, right?
Until we'll do all of them to make it straight.
Yeah, but like don't go too far, is what I'm saying.
Got it. Have you only built metal boards?
Yes.
Types of metals?
Yeah, so far.
Which types are they all the same?
Yeah, mostly aluminum. I think that's like 90% of the boards that are out there. They might do like full brass bottoms every once in a while or stainless steel. But for the most part, it's a lot of aluminum, machined aluminum.
And that's all the ones you have?
There's also, well, I've also had polycarbonate bottoms, which is like the clear plastic. They're cool, but they scratch really easy.
They give like a certain sound profile. They give different sound
They do,
profiles.
yeah, they do.
For one or the other?
Personally, yeah, I prefer the metal ones. I haven't really liked most of the PC boards that I've seen or like heard, but the one I do have, I actually like. I don't know if it's the way it's built. Dude, I can't figure out how to do this. How do I delete this?
And I don't know if it shows me.
Oh, on Twitch, that's fine. Let's go there. Who cares?
Chris can delete it. Well, if they're on their phone, they can do that. If there's
Yeah.
Are you gonna put the plastic piece on right away too?
Yeah. Cool. Yours is in?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so then we can start putting the gaskets, tadpoles on here. So those guys, the little orange dudes. Mm-hmm. And I'll show you here real quick. I'm gonna watch over here. They just kind of slide in like that. See that?
Yeah.
Facing out. Cool. Mm-hmm. And then these little dudes right here, it's up to us to use. These are for force breaking. The top and the bottom. So I don't remember what that was. You remember what that was?
I don't remember either.
Sure. So force breaking is basically when you introduce a little bit of a gap between the top and the bottom case, and that helps. That basically helps the resonance dissipate that you would normally get if it sounds kind of like metallic or hollow when you're typing on it. So this goes around the screw holes. You can put them on as many as you want. On the actual right here, basically.
Oh.
Yeah. So we can start without doing it and see how it sounds, and see if you need it, and then you can add it back in if you need it.
Is that like common that people use them all the time, or it just depends?
It just depends on the board. Usually when it's included, it's probably a good idea to do it. That means like the designer himself knew, that it's a little bit. I haven't. It doesn't really hurt too often. It can mute it a little bit on some builds, but in the boards I've used it on so far, it's worked well. And it's usually a pretty subtle difference.
Yeah, I mean, if it's included, might as well.
Yeah, why not? It's not gonna hurt. What?
Does this look like it's way smaller on this? See how it's like really tight, but then like the gap here is way bigger.
Oh yeah. You might want to pull it up a little. That's usually what that means. It's like right here too. See how? You just pull it up with your finger. Good eye. Yeah. On the case itself, around the screw. See how there's these like cutouts? You can kind of see. There's little slots.
Oh, those ones?
Yeah.
Oh, not these.
Or actually, wait, how many screws do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. This is where this is where screw.
No, yeah, that's where those sit. Yeah, so you would go there.
So I would go.
Yeah, on the 4.
Okay.
They're just probably extras.
So it doesn't matter if it's like moving like this, is it just gonna stay still when you put the case on?
Yeah, there's supposed to be a little bit of movement.
Okay.
That's what it's for.
Okay.
It's to help it like not be firmly seated. So there's some flex to the keyboard, and then you can actually get different types of these. So you can go like on their side, and you can find different strengths.
Okay.
So how much flex you want to have. I think these are 30. I want to say by default, but they might be. But they usually have different ones you can use. Took me forever to ban him. I got him. So before you there you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's perfect.
Whoopsie.
No, literally perfect. Yeah, come out.
You don't want anything else or just the four?
Just the 4. It's wherever the case screws go. That's usually where you do it.
And then we put the connected keyboard.
Mhm. Yep. That can be a little tricky, so yeah. Usually you can go like a 90-degree angle. Yep, there you are. I'm going to put my...
You didn't finish Attack on Titan, did you?
I did not, but I saw that the creator of that anime just put out a new one. Another one.
Did he?
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but it's like blowing up.
Did you hear the rumor that that song by Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga was based on the ending of Attack on Titan?
No way. That's awesome if it's true.
Definitely this one up.
No.
It's rumors that he binged the show and loved it so much that it's like
That's amazing if that's true, dude. That's so dope. I love it. I love how like mainstream animes become.
yeah.
Just gets us more access to better stuff, you know?
Yeah. It makes sense too. It's like after you finish the show and you listen to the song, you're like, I can see it.
Or is it that, I mean, did he write it himself? Or is it like that his writer loved it, the show so much and wrote it and they had no idea?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. If he wrote it, that would make more sense. But if Lady Gaga wrote it, that doesn't really make sense.
Well, you never know. Maybe she's like the biggest anime fan of all time.
Then are you just screwing it in right after?
Yep. And then we're good to screw it in. And this is why hotspot PCBs are so dope. Yeah.
So how do you think soldering or hot swapping?
It really depends, man. Like, it depends on the build, 100%. Like, if you're using a half plate build, for example, you have to solder, right? Because so many of the switches are not going to be fully attached to the board; they'll pop out. Full plate, like aluminum, you're not going to get too much movement. Usually, is perfectly fine. And you know what it is now? There's just so much variety of switches out there, right? It kind of makes sense to have a hot swap so you can experiment more. You don't have to like go and buy a whole new PCB or like learn how to really desolder well.
Yeah. It's like more permanent, right?
Yeah, definitely more permanent. It's not fully permanent, but there's always a risk of damaging your PCB. I've only had to desolder a tiny bit, so I can't really complain. Did you? Let's see. Oh, wait, what? Oh, did we both do it wrong? Yeah, we did. F minus. And I'm the one that told you to do it that way, so I did it wrong. I see what you mean.
Yeah. I tried to put the case out like, I can't plug anything in. It's okay, quick fix.
It's not a GODSSON design if it's not done 9 times.
Almost. No mistakes.
Yeah, this is a pretty minor one. At least you caught it right away. Definitely happens. Okay. Switcheroony. That makes so much more sense.
Yeah, the little wire seats is a little easier, right?
Mm-hmm. Perfectly.
Do you have to put those little washer things on this one or no?
Well, which ones?
The washer, the little red washer things?
No. That's just for the stabs. Oops. Grab the wrong screw. How do you do that? Jeez. All right. Let's try this again. For realsies this time.
Alright. Success.
Cool.
Oh, well, I should probably put that plastic thing in.
Oh, you didn't like yeah. Definitely want to do that. Definitely want to do that. Okay. And I will pop these guys back in. Do appreciate him including the tools.
Yeah.
And usually before I do this step, I will test the PCB one more time, just to make sure the daughter board is good. So we can actually probably just do that real fast too. Like while it's still upside down, you can plug it back in before you screw everything in,
Yeah.
and just make sure that it turns on. Because sometimes that daughter board will wiggle loose or whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're good. Mine is lighting up. Okay.
Test it.
Oh yeah. Yep, we're good. Man, it's heavy.
Is this one heavier than the wall?
I don't know. They both feel pretty heavy. it'll sit on pretty easy. There is definitely a little bit of room.
Okay.
That's by design because of those tadpoles.
Yeah. Just making sure.
Cool. And then you just put the feet back on. And we should be good to put the caps on. How are we doing over there? See?
Or the bottom feet are screwing.
No, you shouldn't have to go too hard. Oh, I actually don't know what this is. I need to look at what this is. It's just the paper? What is this for the case? Oh, what? He's got some stabs included in here.
Oh, really?
I don't know what these are for. There's some gold wires. Interesting. Not sure. Didn't see any mention of it, so. Oh, it's all good, man.
You told me about.
Yeah, done. It's a lot to keep track of. It's one of those things, I guess, the more you do it, the more you start to think about those like extra variables.
Yeah, I was like, this is not fitting. I don't know why he said it was easy. But yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Yep. There it is.
Nice. almost there. We're in preparation for the reveal. There's only one set we can pick of the sets. Yeah, so believe it or not, the feed actually modify the sound.
Did they?
Yeah, because they reduced the table noise. Something I found out on Livestream when I built the snow.
That was already terrible.
It was adding like a bunch of fuck.
Yeah, we couldn't hear it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, not that. Not the Kaze stream. The last one. For sure. Okay. You're right, Rocky. So for the Loans build, because it perfectly matches what is going with the good old. Can you see it? GMK Pharaoh. And for my build, the one and the only.
Pedro Pascal himself.
I've been so juiced for this set because I am, as many know, a gigantic Star Wars nerd. Oh, dude. And given the colors and the theming, it just made too much sense. So let's get it. Oh, dude, look at that.
Oh, let's see. I didn't know there were 2 sets.
Yeah, they got all the novelties included. Very, very nice. Okay. And then I guess for reference, we can put these up. Yeah.
Oh, that's right, that's 2 sets.
So this is what the happy acrobat is going to look like.
This one.
Yeah. So which ones do you want to grab? So this is what I was talking about with the step cap?
Yeah. Oh, okay. What's better?
Yeah. I like the other one more. It's just up to you, personal preference. I'm so happy I don't have a traditional GMK set of platinum. Those are so annoying.
These ones?
Yeah. Amazing quality keycaps and like the worst packaging of all time. Yeah. Not a fan. Ooh. Can't do scoops. Can't do scoops. So the default F and J, there's two different ones you'll see. There's the ones that are in there. Alright, switching from these CDs and horizontal.
Yeah.
So they maintain the same shape. The other ones, they have a little scoop in them. Right here. Yeah, yeah. So those are the ones that are normally in there.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those. It's whatever you prefer to, figure out your placement, I guess.
Yeah.
But I like the symmetry of the other ones a little bit more. Shift and function. Cool. Oh yes, I can kind of show you mine if you want to see what I'm doing. Oh, I was wrong. They're the other way around. On this side. It's on the left side.
On the left side.
Yeah. Switch here. If you want to look at mine. Oh, actually, I have to use this one. See, you gotta switch this guy.
This one?
Yeah, flip it around and move to the left. Let's see what there it is. Oh man, that looks awesome. Here you go.
That's sick.
So this would be the function key, which is FN. It's a little weird. Or you can use one of those if you want. And those are the super key or Windows key or whatever.
Yeah.
Main.
Shift
Yeah, it's a smaller shift. Oh, you should have a left shift. A small shift.
This is the left shift.
Sorry, I mean a small. Oh, you're trying to get the yellows?
Yeah. It's not blinking.
No. You should have another shift though, right? Just the regular shift?
Black, yeah.
Yeah.
These two right here.
Yeah, I don't think this one fits it, does it?
That's just the straight up.
I'll just return. Just return, I think.
This is return. Right there, yeah. This is the smaller shift.
Yeah. Oh no, that's caps lock. Yeah. This is the arrows for caps lock. This is the smaller shift. Arrow shift. It's not confusing. There you go. The world is your oyster, my friend. It's definitely still metallic sounding on this side. If it's too loose. Definitely have still a lot of resonance. But I'm wondering if it's the switches. Let's try popping these out real quick and seeing. Just resonance. I wonder if you can hear that. left side of the board for me. How about you? How's your escape? You're
The standing side's different.
Yeah.
Material.
What about the tap? Your stuff straight?
Console's just this way.
Try it. What do you want to see? Those are metallic artisans. I might have to take mine apart to see what happened. Maybe it's not fully fitted. Yes, right here. Just slide it on. Pull it. You can go sideways if it isn't for right yet. Yeah. Do you hear any ping or anything on yours or no? No, sounds great. How's it look compared to the back? Like the back?
The back of it.
Mm-hmm. Does it match pretty well? Yeah.
It's a little bit more yellow.
Yeah. You're not gonna. I don't think there's any sets that are true brass,
Yeah.
except Civilization maybe is brass colored. But not bad.
Sounds pretty good to me.
If you want to plug it in, you can do a typing test on the lappy top. Wonder if I didn't seat this properly. It's in there. I'm wondering if I need to add some to the top online. If that's too much space. So we have any left in there? I'm gonna try putting them on the top and seeing what happens. Because mine has a ton of resonance. Oh, that sounds crispy. Very crispy. How's it feel?
That's good. It's pretty light.
Yeah.
Not as heavy as the blacks. Sound good too.
They sound like the blacks to me. The black inks anyway.
No, it's not, dude. It's like 90 something.
What? What is
I
it?
agree. So I'm typing 17 words per minute.
17 hot dogs per minute?
Yeah.
Let's try this. Uno mas. Clickety clackety.
Are these blacks?
Those are Nixies. Cherry MX Nixies. Yeah, bit resin for sure. These are, sorry, I was lost in the sauce. It is a Tadpole mount. But I only put the force brake pads on the top, I mean the bottom case. I'm gonna try them on the top to see how it sounds. The Lone's keyboard doesn't have any resonance, so I'm wondering if it's the stainless steel bottom here. Yeah. I agree. Would be a shame though if it's that much resonance, just because it looks so freaking pretty. Ah. But I would not be surprised. Okay. You want to try some different switches? You like those? Do you have the black inks in anything right now? Or do you pull them out?
The black inks, the ones that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it in the keyboard.
Oh, okay.
Mine's like plastic.
Oh, yeah. There we go. All right. It just needed this second set of force brake pads for me. Let's see how we do. How we do. Maybe? Maybe. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Doing our English 10K. Oh, not bad. Not bad. That 128 raw. Not bad at all, honestly. I took care of like 90% of the resonance. There's a little tiny bit sometimes, but it's hardly noticeable compared to how it was. Yeah, these are cool little switches. You want to try these out? Switch it with me. Man, I feel like this is heavier, isn't it?
Pretty damn heavy.
God, this looks cool. I freaking love Pharaoh. Okay, let's try this out again. These are the gap fades. Oops. Oh god. those sound good. These sound a lot like the Gateron Blacks, but they're super light. Nice creamy feel. Gorgeous little board, man. Very cool. I wonder if they make black feet for these, because that's the only critique I have. The gray. What's going on there?
The design on this one.
Yeah, that machine's crazy.
These keycaps are so dope.
I know. Those Mando keycaps. Sweet. Does yours have separate? Oh yeah, no, these are all the same ones. I'm gonna check the site to see if they have the black ones.
Black feet.
We should probably program this a little bit. Yeah, these are the Star Wars keycaps, hence the helmet. I don't know if it's in shot. Can you see it in shot? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My Mando helmet. Paying homage. Let's check fire real quick to make sure this is all set. I like these switches. They got a little bit of clackiness to them. You're not missing much, dude. You're not missing much. Disney done. Disneyed it up. So, yeah, now. I think I have to load the definitions for this. Let's see if we can find those. While I'm doing that, I'm looking at these extras. Feet. No feet. Oh. Feet gray. Looks like there's only gray feet. So you're gonna have to hit up Alibaba or something for some black ones, bro. And where is the? I'm gonna assume it's on the Discord server. So let's take a look and see if I can find the files for this. Support resource, Cloudnine resource. Cool. Okay, I think we're already. No, we're not ready. This should be left wing. Bam. Left alt is fine. You're gonna have to do this too. You want me to plug it in for you? I can do this, so I can reset it. Happy hacker keyboard layout. Unless you want to do it when you get back. You still got time? Right now it's not. See, like the keys aren't gonna be right. So let's do unset. That's function. We're good. Delete. Perfect. Need up, down, left, and right though. So this is usually how I map this, and I'll kind of show you if you want to take a look. So we're in Via. This is the app for reprogramming it, testing it, whatever, right? So this is the layout that I've set it to right now. And then when you hit function, that's going to unlock your first layer. So when you hold in function, this gives you all your function keys. And then I usually, true happy hacker is up, down, left, right is over here. But I do it over here because it's just easier for me to remember.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I can save this one. And then I can actually just plug yours in and hopefully just load it. We're good. Ah. Dude, yours is heavier. I think it's heavier. I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy. Oops. Hold on. Documents. Keyboards. Cool. Sick. So now it should just work. And then I can always show you how to do this if you want to. Do it later. Very nice. Well, that's all we got, guys.
Nice.
Delam and I are going to sit here and test these in complete silence for the next hour. And no, I'm just kidding. Let me reload this up. Yeah, 2 rage critters. Oof. Test them on rivals? Dang. Let's do it. I'm down. I might be able to get a couple games in. But I'll probably have to take a quick break before we do that. Thank you guys for joining us. With the duo stream, hopefully it was entertaining. I think Dylan did a good job. Just faster than me.
Try again.
Yeah.
Now that I know what to do.
And I got another couple keyboards we can do for another dual stream. So we'll try to figure that out at some point soon. But GG's.
GG's.
Thank you all.
See ya.
Have a good night.